Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everyone. This is me, Jonathan Alexander, and I'm here to host our show, Life, Laughter, Happiness. Today, I have my co-host, Barbara, here. Are you there, Barbara?
Yes, I am. Hi, everybody.
And also, our guest tonight is Vanessa Orr. Are you there, Vanessa?
I'm here. I'm so excited. Thank you.
Now, I want to say
Hi,
something.
Vanessa.
I want to say something before we go into anything further. You know, as I was saying, talking to you two before, about 3 months ago, one of my friends passed away, and it was one of those situations where, you know, the medications didn't, you know, mix well with each other. And, you know, when I first heard about it, this lady was like 56 years old. And I'm thinking to myself, 56, you know, I'm only like 48 myself. And the thing is that, you know, this is why I wanted to say this with both of you here, Kelly and sorry, with Barbara and Vanessa. I say names too fast. The thing is that it's important that, you know, whenever I created the show, this isn't a slam on anybody like my family or anything, but I always wanted it to be something that I made, that I did on my own, so that they could look at me and say, "Oh, look at what he did." And I know I'm not really big on naming things after myself, but I'm only going to say this once. It's like I wanted the show to be something made by me rather than opposed to that my family could say that I made it. But the thing is, as I've done the show, and the longer, I knew it from the beginning that every day I do the show, I realize I can't do the show alone. I mean, you know, I need help. That's why I'm so glad that you're both here. I mean, and I feel like I do things that, in a sense, you can't do, not to put you down, but you understand what I'm saying. I mean, it's like Vanessa, you know, I can't do all the psychic stuff that you do, but you've told me before you liked all the technical stuff that I do in the background. And Barbara, you know, is always upbeat. She's always excited.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if you. It's like, and the thing about Barbara is every time I've ever bought Barbara something or given her something, she's resourceful. She turns it into something wonderful. Yes. She's always been able to do that.
Thank you.
That's true about her.
Johnny. And plus, we're always here. You know, we're here, and it is something that we have to dedicate ourselves to. Because Johnny and I, for the first year, did it every single day, 7 days a week.
Wow.
And we never canceled. Maybe only if I
That's
traveled
awesome.
or that one day when I was moving. That is it that I've ever canceled.
Yeah.
So I think Johnny feels like he can rely.
She was up at 2 o'clock in the morning doing shows in
wow,
Germany.
Barbara.
So you have to understand, this is like a big boulder, and I knew from the beginning I couldn't push that boulder all by myself. I mean, I knew I needed help pushing the boulder, and I knew that. That's why I love it that you're both here, because, you know, I know what I'm sure you know what it feels like, Vanessa, to be in situations where you have to push this big boulder and you don't feel like anybody's helping you. Am I right?
That's true. Yeah.
And I'm sure you know what it's like to work under that, right? You've had to work under those environments before, right? Okay, yeah. See, that's why I like it that you're here, yes. No, you don't have to sit around and push that boulder all by yourself. I mean, I want to push the weight. Now, before we go into the callers, was there anything that either you wanted to say before because I didn't want to cut either of you off.
I would like to add something to that everybody just brings so much to the show, something different. Not that we can't or don't want to do the other person what they are the best at, but we all bring something so great, and I think that we just have such a great group. And Vanessa with our Mondays now, it's amazing, and I really feel like it's gelling together, and I couldn't be happier right now. What about you, Vanessa?
Too. Oh, I feel the same way. So it's like here at our house, we all know that it's Monday, and Monday's very special here at our house because it's Life, Laughter, and Happiness at 7 East or 7 Central, 8, and that's what we really. It's and the whole house knows. The whole house knows that Life, Laughter, and Happiness on Monday nights here. And I always say,
what does your husband say? Go on.
He's very supportive. He just loves the two of you. He's seen your photos, and he knows how happy I am when I come out of the shows. And he looks at me. He's probably watching TV, or a cat is on his lap, and he'll say, "How was it?" And I always have the same report. It was awesome. It's always awesome to be on your show. And what I love is that people have this continuity. Here you're saying, Barbara and Jonathan, that you were on 7 days a week when you were starting out, and look where you are now. I mean, you have people following you. So Monday nights, for example, and other nights during the week, Friday nights with your other psychic, Dale Shear. I mean, it's just the continuity that people depend on.
Yes, thank you. That's what I thought in the beginning. I said, will we call it a daily live podcast? Do we have to go on daily? And now everybody has gotten to know that we're taking off our weekends now, and maybe one day per week, but they get the rhythm of it too. Like, I have friends who say, "Oh, your show is perfect for my drive home. I just listen." I'm like, "Wow, you listen to it. I don't even have to ask you anymore. You're just listening to it." Wow.
That's what people depend on, is when your show's going to be on, when can I call in? I posted on my Instagram about tonight, but I've learned to do it pretty much before the show. And instantaneously, people are looking for it. People have said to me, contact me during your show.
Mm-hmm. They want to know how now. Like, that is what I found too. And I guess that's why they call it Instagram. I mean, they want to know, okay, when is it? Oh, it's right now. Okay, boom.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And
I love that.
My guides were just using the word comfort with me. It's a comfort. And we really need that right now. We all need guide posts right now. We need some comfort. We need some support. And I'll tell you, your show was tapping in on the Edwards scale. Life, Laughter, and Happiness was tapping in at 853 out of 1,000. And so I was coming up the stairs, and I was talking to my guides. That was about an hour ago. And I said, you all have to help me bump the energies up. And now I said, there must be something going on. And I rather sense it was Jonathan's discovery. I couldn't figure out what it was because, usually it's navigating really high in the 990s. And I was like,
because I thought, that's low. That's low.
Yeah,
okay.
It is
low.
Okay. And now I know why, because I got on the show beforehand, a little bit beforehand, and Jonathan's first thing he said was, my friend died. And I said, bingo, that's what it was.
But, the great thing about this show is that I don't have to, hold my mouth in and not say anything. I mean, I've always given that to everybody, that they can, like if Barbara with her cat being killed, and if there's ever if there's ever something going on with your husband or something that you want to talk about, if he's concerned about something, you're more than welcome to talk about it, Vanessa. I mean, we're here for you.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate that.
It's important that we all feel like
here.
What?
Yeah, but sometimes you need to talk things out, whatever. It might be a family member or something. Then you can do that with us too. Because you're always giving, Vanessa.
Well, I'm just a channel, so I'm just like a little, like a electrical wire or a telegraph. I'm the telegraph, and all the guides come. I did have the most interesting messenger here as the show started. I've got chills telling you. And Barbara, if you pick something up, let me know. But it's this woman who came in to the room, and I'm wondering if she wants to connect with one of your callers tonight. I guess we will find out. I know.
So it's a woman that has passed away. Okay, wow.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we do have quite a few callers.
Okay.
So, all right. I'm going to go ahead and put one of them through. 631, you are on the air.
Hi, 631. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for taking my call.
With Vanessa Orr.
Hi.
You're welcome. Hi.
Oh, I just wanted to say to the gentleman, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You're very
Thank
welcome. There's a lot of love going on the show today. My name is Sandra, and I'm calling from New York. Actually, I have a question about love myself.
Okay.
I'm not seeing anyone. I kind of really haven't been dating in quite a while.
Yeah.
Just been working on myself. And I guess I'm putting a little foot out there just to see if anything may be coming around.
I get
I'm
a yes
interested
on that.
in.
You know, you're so melancholy. They told me, my guides are all here, and they're saying to me, to tell you, Sandra, not to be so hard on yourself. Listen, sometimes I do a little work around here, like I'll tighten something and I'll over tighten it, right? Because I want it really tight. I want it perfect, and I'll over tighten it, and I'm like, well, now I'm going to have to ask my husband to like fix it. So they said to me, she's finished, as in, you're good. It seems like you've been working on yourself, as you said, but for a long while. Should you trust yourself? I get a yes. Was there a relationship there's a term, you might be familiar with it, it's called gaslighting, or someone created doubt about you?
Yes.
Those days,
was,
those days are over.
A couple years back.
Yeah. Those days are over.
Well, I did a lot of work on that, just to release him, send him on his way, wish him well, happy time for you, not hold any, and then also forgive myself. I think that was the hardest part.
Well, that's what happens because you hosted him. So he was able to do well because of you. And so we can't forget about you. I have admonished myself plenty of times to take care of myself, which I finally picked up the ball and started doing that. And it's so rewarding. And it doesn't take much, does it, to help ourselves?
Right.
But I'm going to tell you, they want me to tell you that you have really good friends around you. It looks like you have a really nice girlfriend. And she's been looking for you to match you up. Does that make sense? Yeah. Not so much?
No,
is she dropping the ball?
It really, I have one friend, but we kind of have gone our separate ways, like that I was close with. My other girlfriend moved out of state, so my friends have been kind of far and few between, little acquaintances at work, but I really haven't put much into friendships, to be honest.
Yeah, that happens. Let me tell you why that happens. It's because you elevate. Your vibration is a certain level, so that's what happens is that the other people fall away from us. And it's painful because you're asking yourself, well, I'm myself only better, so where did you go? And I touch base with them just out of care, because we did have such a close relationship for many years, but you definitely feel the difference of, the relationship is not the same. Yeah. So it's not.
That could have me a little melancholy. I'm a little melancholy today, though, for sure. So.
Yeah, it was the first thing I heard when you started speaking, and so we corroborated that here. Okay, so let me just tell you really quickly. When your vibration is a certain level, and I'm going to use an example, it's on a scale of 0 to 1,000. You've also probably heard of hertz. Hertz on like a musical scale, on an audible scale. Yours is very high. And it's because you've done that. You've done that very careful, methodical work. There is a guy coming, and
they always tell me to be patient, and I'm like, you know what? I haven't dated in almost 12 years, so I think I'm really super duper patient.
Yeah, there is a guy coming.
Yeah,
and I don't know. I'm going to throw this out because this name has been repeated to me over and over and over in the last several minutes. Steve. Or, Steve. And Steve is tall. He's lean. He's, if this is, I'm getting a bit of a yes on that. But so you're a good match. And here's the other thing, is that when the two of you sync up, you will find even more respite in him. You will find even more advancement with him. The two of you will support one another.
Nice.
What you do is you start off as good friends. Now, his name doesn't have to be Steve, but they've been saying it, whispering it over and over and over here. So,
okay.
And I don't really ever think about the name Steve either, just so we know. But he's coming, and it looks like this summer. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you, is that we're headed into Mercury retrograde, and here's what I always do, and I was explaining this to a client the other day. Right now, we have, 4 planets that are in retrograde, and they don't go direct until the end of August, the end of September, kind of staggered out. Now we add Mercury retrograde, which is on the 18th, but I always tell clients 3 days before and 3 days after. Don't sign contracts, don't buy cars, don't buy places, don't start new relationships, don't start a new job, don't move. Yeah. But anyway, so right now is this wonderful month of another waiting period. Wait. We just hurry up and wait all 2020. So I saw July and August. So you've got this this time frame coming up. Time frame is a very big word today in my world. So I just felt a lot kind of fall off your shoulders, fall off your chest, kind of like, breathing again, like, okay. Because you do put a lot of pressure on yourself to hit goals and hit time, like project management with you. And you really put a lot of expectations on yourself because you have high expectations of yourself. We want something of equal billing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I just want someone that's going to be really, I'm going to have to genuine and honest.
Yes, we want honest.
I mean, it's really, it's so strange because that other gaslighting guy, I tend to be, I know I'm an empath and I know I have other little things going on with myself. And, that's probably why I attracted him, because he needed that in his life. But he was so terrible for me.
Right. That's how it works.
Yeah.
You're great for them, and they're just rotten eggs for you. Listen, let me tell you a short story. If you can market him, you can market anything. If you can sell him to other people, you can sell anything. So he stole, and that's a good thing you got out of that relationship, because I'm showing if you had stayed any longer, you would have been ill, like really ill.
Yeah, no doubt. I cut him off massively. I was like, do not ever, on any circumstance, call me, contact me, email me.
Yeah, perfect.
I think you got it.
Yeah, it's the only way you can do it with a narcissist or a sociopath or a psychopath. You just have to go cold turkey on them. So,
but I got to tell you, that changed me, because now I am not that carefree person I used to be.
I know.
I am not that trusting person. I have New Yorkers tend to be very non-trusting to begin with. We're always like, yeah, what do you want out of it? But I was really very much like, see the good in them, And now I'm like, hell no, where's the good? I don't see no good, It's like,
what you
changed.
do? Listen, I understand. You used to be fun and funnier, and you used to be very witty and light on your feet, literally, physically. Yeah. So now here's what you do.
Now I'm not.
But you know what? Those days are over, so I want you to send all that back to him. You literally just, when you get off the phone with us, tied me up with, they're not mine. Those are all your rattlesnakes. I'm sending them back to you now, whatever his name is. And you have to do it. It's our responsibility. And you just say, I send it all back to you now, at least 3 times the intent that you meant for me. Because he didn't mean anything good for you. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of things here that I'm being shown. I guarantee you will see tonight, tomorrow, the next day, Thursday, Friday. It's going to get better and better. You're going to feel better. But you can't keep those rattlesnakes. You got to send them all
No,
back
I really
to him.
can, and I'm always so cautious about, sending out negative energy to somebody because I'm like, whoop, 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 I don't want that karma.
Well, see, but narcissists aren't
What
cognizant
keyword
of it.
he is.
Yeah, well, see, that's the beauty of it because everything is energy. So you just say, I'm sending all those rattlesnakes back to you, and they are bound to you. Just wrap them all around him. Listen, when we do things, and don't worry about sending that negative energy back to its creation or creator. He created that. You didn't create that. You gave it a home.
Oh, no.
You gave it a place to survive. You gave it a place to live. Listen, rattlesnakes are bad, okay? We don't want them. So just send them back to that guy.
All right, Joe's getting his rattlesnakes back.
Oh, good. Poor Joe. You know what?
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. I'm so glad. Will you call back and let us know how it went?
Yeah, absolutely.
You get rid
Thank
of the
you
rattlesnake.
so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm going to do it right now.
All right.
That's right. Steve.
Yeah.
Thank you. God bless.
Thank you for calling.
Good night.
Thank you so much. Good night. Oh, I have one question.
Yeah.
Vanessa, when you said the 3 days before and 3 days after, when is that exactly that you're not supposed to start a new job, relationship? Oh, right now.
Yeah. Today's the 15th.
Okay.
I actually told this client, I said, don't do anything starting Sunday night, just to be safe. But definitely right now, Mercury is going retrograde, and I just got chills telling you, Barbara. I just got chills because that's going to be 5 planets in retrograde. It's going to be bananas.
Weird things have been happening, just like days that just don't go quite right. Like you hurt you stub your ankle on the coffee table, and stuff like that. All day happened Friday. I don't know what that was about.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's interesting.
I got really hurt.
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
you got pushed around.
Priscilla's just reminded me of something, Vanessa. I'm sorry. She said, last night driving home, we almost got in a horrible car accident. If I had to, on the freeway, put my foot on the brake as hard as possible without skidding, so I could remain in control of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Because the car decided it wasn't supposed to go off that exit and came way back over to the online traffic, which I was on, right behind it. And I couldn't believe it. It wasn't speeding up. If I wasn't really looking right forward, it could have clipped me. We could have clipped it. And, you can go out of control and die. I mean, my heart was beating so hard, and her heart, Priscilla's, and then the blood flushing in my legs, and then a whole other thing of weakness, and then shaky. I mean, that's how much it affected my body. The scare was so immense.
Oh, I'm so sorry that happened. You were an excellent defensive driver. I have a question. Who was the first person that Priscilla thought about when that happened?
Let me ask her. Let's see. Priscilla, Vanessa has a question that last night when that happened, who was the first person that you thought about?
I don't know. I didn't really think about it.
I
don't remember.
That came into your mind?
Her dad.
Your dad protected us?
He was on your left side, Barbara.
Oh, wow.
Are you picking up anything?
Over the upper body.
I did
too.
Too.
Oh, now my legs, the whole body. Wow. Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, he was there.
Thanks, Mark. Thank you, Mark. Because you know what? It would be so horrible to just die, the mom and daughter, and or you know what, be in a wheelchair for the rest of your life, living in your mother's basement, something like that. I mean, that would
cancel, pink light.
Oh. cancel, pink light.
But Mark was there. I just love that guy.
So sweet.
Me too. Nicest guy. Yeah.
Well, maybe he's doing more for us, passed away, than if he was on Earth.
That is something I have checked in with people on the other side, the dead people, And sometimes they will tell me I had to go because I'm over here connecting things for so-and-so.
Wow. And his mom died because she died of sadness because of his death. And she died, and now they're together, so that's good.
That is a thing. That is a thing. Events that are very sad and full of angst can trigger a dormant cell, and grief will kill you. It can kill you. And yes, she did miss him. She ran to him when she transitioned. Barbara, your mother-in-law, she ran to Mark.
Wow, because she was such a vibrant woman, and then I wanted to, see her, and then I couldn't believe she was gone. She was passed away. I couldn't even believe it. I mean, she would follow him down socially. We would go out together. Wow. She was amazing. Wow. I loved her so much. So, she had 3 sons, and that was her favorite son.
Oh, dear. Yeah.
Well, okay. I was going to ask you, though, about the spirit guides, because I'm really trying to tune in. When you talk about yours and anybody talks about the spirit guides, even Priscilla, I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for. Is it a face, or is it kind of like a pendulum where I can program it? Like I have a fake rock outside, and I saw a face in it the other day, and I said, hey, Priscilla, don't touch this, please. This is my spirit guide. And she just flipped out on me like, that's not a spirit guide, Mother.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. I say that anything is possible, and I will never cease to be amazed. So, but is that your spirit guide? I get to know.
Okay.
Let's see. Listen, let me tell you about spirit guides. I'm not entirely sure who's around me, but I am shown so many different characters, so many different souls all the time, not just for myself, but mostly for clients. And oftentimes they can corroborate what I'm shown. I have been amazed over the last 7 years. I have another friend who's a psychic. And if we lose things, she and I would contact one another. Rich lost his keys. This was probably about 7 years ago. And my psychic friend, Ruthie, found them. And she told us where to look. And at the same time that I was looking, and we found the keys, and at the same time that Ruthie was, doing a reading, I was doing a reading, and that's when I was shown Shamuel. And I'm like, I've never said that name. I've never said that word. And Shamuel was with me, trying to help me find these keys. So, excuse me, after we find the keys, and it was important that we find these keys, I'm telling you, it's like his entire life was on these keys, this key ring.
Mm-hmm.
I looked up Shamuel, and I was absolutely astonished. Shamuel is not only an archangel, but Shamuel helps you find lost things.
Oh, and I call upon Shamuel. I am.
Yep.
I was over at a friend's, and the little 9-year-old, almost 9, she wanted my poncho, and she goes, I'll trade you my Gucci headband just for the next hour if I wear your poncho. So I did. And I don't even wear headbands. I don't like them. But I wore it around my neck just, because she wanted me to. And then I gave it back to her hands. I said, thank you for letting me borrow it. And she took it. And then a while later, she couldn't find her Gucci headband anymore. And then supposedly everybody thought I still had the Gucci headband, but I didn't. So we went through we ransacked the whole house. I undid my whole suitcase to show, look, I mean, they don't think I'm a thief. They're my friends, my girlfriends for 30 years. Right. But I'm like, this is so weird. Where in the world is it? So we never did find it. Not even the next morning. I kept looking. What?
Were you in a car with dark interior?
I did have that headband around my neck, and Priscilla and I went to the store, and it's kind of dark grayish. It's my car, darkish gray, not too dark.
Was this little 9-year-old in the car with you?
No.
Okay, I'm showing it's in a car, and I'm showing it's in between seats in a car. Yeah, and she had it in her hand. It was like her right hand, and. Yeah, she lost it in the car. It's in between seats, I'm sure.
Okay. I will go check. I mean, weird things are happening. That was one of the weird things, Vanessa, I wanted to even tell you about. That is so weird. So, we can't find something. But Shamul, I'm writing that down. Shamul for finding things.
Shamul.
Okay, thanks. All right, Johnny. Who's
all right,
waiting?
our next caller is going to be area code 269.
269, you are on live with psychic medium Vanessa Orr, MBA. Welcome to the show.
Hey, hi, ladies.
Hi.
I talked to you guys about a month and a half ago.
Hi, Sandy.
Yeah.
I know your voice.
Hey, Sandy.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Much better.
I'm so
1,000%
glad.
better.
Oh, wow. I want to write that down.
Yes.
That's awesome, Sandy.
Yeah. We made it. Things
I think
are going back to normal.
Oh, I'm so glad. Okay. It's been a while, and I'm sitting here in a sea of notes from other shows, but what did we do? Did I clear you that night? Did I say I would?
I think you did.
What happened? Refresh my memory.
I work in the medical field. I was on front line the whole time for COVID.
Yeah.
So we're finally coming to the end of it. We're getting back to normal.
Sandy, did I see you sitting behind a desk and people breathing down on you? Was that the reading?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I remember now. It is 1,000%
so after
better.
we talked, I came down with COVID.
Oh, geez. You took it.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Remember, you
I
called
was
in
tested and I couldn't breathe. I was putting on an inhaler, but I pulled out within 4 days.
Oh, wow.
Good.
Yeah. It was crazy. But, yeah, it was, I'm so glad it's over.
Yeah, you were scared.
We're back to seeing patients. Yeah. We're back to seeing patients almost 100%. I'll be back in my office with my provider on July 6th. So, yeah, it was real. And now, it was funny. I was walking into the house today, and I said it was almost surreal. It was almost like a dream. Because everything is back to normal. Everything is open and running, and nobody's wearing a mask and doing anything anymore. And I can look back and remember driving to work on the highway and not a car in sight for miles.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. I can't remember everything, but did you also have back issues when we talked a month ago?
I have lupus.
Yeah.
So I didn't tell my boss so I can stay working.
Okay. I'll do some more work
and
tonight.
It's catching up with me. Yeah, it's catching up with me now.
I'm shown that you come out on top with the lupus, that you get through to the mid-60s, and you'll be. I heard no worse for the wear. I don't ever say that. I don't even know what that means, but I know what it means, but I don't know what it means. No worse for the wear, and you trooper through to your mid-60s.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I just want to know what the future holds.
Okay.
Now, like money, love.
Yeah. Here we go. You ready?
Just going forward. I'm ready.
Before every show, I ask Spirit to show me what I'm supposed to know for the show, for Life, Laughter, and Happiness, and for the callers. And then I always say, please connect the readings to the right callers. And they always do it. Here's what's happening for you. Money is coming, so I hear the word reinstate, so it sounds like more money's coming. And you're really going down a path. Promotion is coming, and success in your job. There's good financial advice coming to you, Sandy. And it's from, it looks like a friend of yours, a trusted male friend who seems to really know his business about money. He's just a very nice guy. He's not, highfalutin, but he's a good saver, and he knows money. So if you have any questions about investments or anything, you can trust him.
Okay.
There's a new path coming, and your office is going to rely on you for data. And it looks like you're the one that they really go to anyway. If anyone has a question, it's like you're the one that has the ready answer, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I heard new is coming. So this is all brand new, everything coming. And I'll do more work for you when I get off the show tonight about the lupus. Now, here's the next thing. There is a relationship coming. I think, did we not talk about this a month ago?
Yeah, we did. Mm-hmm.
It's a unique relationship. So it's a special relationship, and it's coming. And that relationship has to come first, and then the new path at work comes next. So,
okay.
Yeah, you just have this is a great reading because they showed this to me before the show, and I said to myself, I always know who the reading is for because they show me. And so you have nothing but great fun. Well, I think it's fun to have new everything coming. Now, I have a question for you. Do you get a little worried when new things come your way? Is it kind of like that fast pitch over the plate? It's how am I going to handle that fast pitch?
Yeah, I do.
I don't want you to worry about that. In fact, when you get off the phone call here at Life, Laughter, and Happiness, I want you to go write down on a clean sheet of paper, excuse me, and you say, can handle all the new everything 100% perfectly now. Something like that. You don't have to do that perfectly.
Okay.
And I'm asking if you're supposed to do anything else with the paper. I get a no, but you keep adding to that, and I want you to say, I am amazing, I am powerful, I am successful, I am 100% perfect at my job, because you do have some new assignments coming.
Okay.
Is this a new job? I get a yes. Is this inside the office? I get a yes. More responsibility. And write down about what you want in this new guy coming.
Is he opposite of me? Does that make sense?
Yeah, he is. I got a yes on that.
Okay, so here's my thing. I've been talking to a guy since the beginning of COVID, actually the weekend before we shut down. So he's opposite of me, and I can't read this guy.
He enjoys you.
I remember now.
Yeah, I do too.
She couldn't read this guy. That was the whole thing.
I cannot read him at all, and it's driving me crazy.
Can I ask a quick question? This is really odd, but they keep showing me a white freezer, like a chest freezer. Does that make any sense?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
they keep showing me this white freezer. What's going on with the freezer? Are you filling it up, or what's going on?
No, he's trying to buy a white freezer.
Oh, okay.
To put meat in that he bought. And he's been trying to get it for like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense, because I saw the white freezer and filling it up, and so, okay. Not funny.
Wow, that's specific.
Yeah, oh my God,
I love that when that happens. That's too cool.
That is so bizarre. We were talking about that yesterday, and he said to his friend, he's like, did you get a hold of your son? I need that freezer. And we tried to call him, and he wouldn't answer the phone.
No, he wouldn't. Okay, he didn't want to do it today, or your son. He didn't want to. So, yeah. Well, Sandy, I'm really happy for you. But are you okay with running that office? It looks like a back room or something. You're going to be very. We depend on Sandy, is what I keep hearing. So don't be afraid.
That's where my office is.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean,
I haven't been there since January or February.
Well, they miss you. I'm telling you, they are like, and people are looking and asking about you. If that makes sense. So,
I love my job.
They love you.
I love my job.
And your patients, they come in, they look, because you're the branding at the front door. It's like you make people comfortable. If I walk, I'm at the front door, and I'm like, if I see you, I feel better already. Okay, that's what you do for people. That's your energy field that we see before we even see you.
You know, last week I was at the front door, manning the door, doing temperatures and asking everybody why they were there. And everybody had a smile on their face. They were like, "Oh my God, we love you. Thank you. And have a great day."
See, that's you. That's what I like.
That's
me.
I
don't. Yeah. Yes. I think that's awesome. Well, so now here's your next assignment. You have to call us back in about 4 or 6 weeks and let us know how things are going.
Oh, definitely, I will.
Okay.
So I have I'm a full Scorpio, 1,000% Scorpio, and this guy I'm dating is a Leo.
Oh,
100%. Oh yeah. So I can't read this guy. I'm on the fence with him, and the other night we had a talk. I said, you know, you assume I know I can read your mind, and I can't.
Usually you can read people better than you can him. Yes?
Oh, yeah. I can't read him for nothing. I can read anybody that walks through the door.
Well, Barbara is a Leo, Barbara Moore here on the show. And I know a Leo I've known him since, we were 12 years old. He is a Leo, and they are amazing with finances. So, you know, Barbara's very smart with money. Yeah. And so he is. Thank you. This guy, yes, you're very welcome. They're very pragmatic and business oriented. And I don't know astrology that well, excuse me, but this gentleman is grounded. He keeps showing me. And he does like a little flirtiness and fun if that, you know, from you. So he likes that from other people. He likes to flirt back, but, you know, a Leo, I surmise, is someone who is more conservative. So I think it's a lovely balance between you and he. And you know what he's saying to me? He is saying to me he'd like his birthday to be celebrated. So to make a big deal out of it for him towards him. You know, you don't have to, like, announce it to anybody. But I thought a cake, like make a cake. And it might be a fake protest, like, oh, you don't have to do that. But that's what I think he wants.
Okay.
Leos like that. Leos do like attention, and they want this special. Yes.
Okay.
They do. And you know what? You
Just
say you're the fun one in the office. You're so fun, and they love that. So it sounds like you're perfect for the Leo part of it. You know, they like fun. They like the attention. They like to be alone, too, a lot. Maybe that's why you can't read him very well. He needs alone time, which doesn't have to do with you. It doesn't have to do with, he doesn't want to be around you. And in the future, it just means they like to have alone time. Very important.
Interesting. Very smart.
Okay, I guess because I'm somebody that needs or wants attention.
Sandy, you like attention if other people are happy. That's your idea of attention. It's not really lavished on you. But
right.
And I'm not looking at Scorpio, but I'm looking at you. You, when you were 4 years old and growing up, it was like you could have done with some more attention, especially from your your mom and the family a little bit. And that should have been lavished on you. You needed that. You needed a sense of security at 4. Here's something else that is very tried and true is when you get off the phone and you write your paper out, after that, just sit for about 1 minute in your favorite chair and just speak to the 4-year-old, that little 4-year-old that is around you, because that little one that when you were 4 is still around you. I don't usually talk about this kind of thing in readings, but this little girl, when you were 4, she's very prominent in making herself very communicative here in this reading tonight for you, Sandy. So just pretend that you've got her on your lap, which is you, and just hug her. I guarantee you're going to get emotional because you're lavishing love on the 4-year-old self. It's a version of ourselves, and this 4-year-old version of yourself needs to be lavished tonight, and it'll be over in a minute or a minute and a half. I can sense there's a welling up in your chest right now and in your solar plexus. So all the way from your esophagus down to your stomach, there's a welling up. Yeah. Sandy, you're a dear heart. You're a lovely, lovely person, and this is a lovely 4-year-old Sandy. And if I had been around, I would have picked you up and just, loved you up one side and down the other. I wouldn't have been able to put you down because you're a beautiful, lovely, terrific young woman here at 4, young little girl here at 4 years of age. And here you are talking to us in life, laughter, and happiness. You are our joy. You calling in, we appreciate you calling in.
I always have loved hearing from
you got. Oh my gosh, you nailed. Oh my God, you got it. My mother was not a mom.
Yeah, she didn't know how. She says she's always talking about. I always had to compete, and I think every kid should have to compete for their mother's attention. That's how she grew up. Looks like, and
yeah.
But you know what? Little kids, they're so important. People are so important. Animals are so important. And those little versions of ourselves from when we got hurt so badly or offended or betrayed, it's like this shock. It's like a shock, and it gets stuck in our DNA. It gets stuck in our blood. And you just sit down with yourself, and I've done it myself. And it's amazing how it works because it just takes a couple minutes, and because we're smart. And it just takes a couple of minutes to talk to that version of ourselves and just love that little one. And you know what? I'll do it here, too, because I'm also going to talk to that lupus and tell it to, get out.
Good. Okay. Yeah, it's been a great night.
You're so dear. You got to call us back, though. I want to hear about where the white chest freezer went, so...
Yeah, me too. Now I'm really curious because nobody knows about that. Nobody.
Oh. Yeah, that happens sometimes when I do a reading. I hear that. I hear you freaking me out, or what's the other one? Nobody knew that. Yeah, it's like that. That's so funny, isn't it?
Well, why would that show up so much? Does he really want that to be done? Is it bothering him that your son didn't do it?
I don't know. I do have I have to say one thing. Every day on my way to work through this whole COVID thing, I would say the Hail Mary. And I would say it every day on the way home, just to make sure that I was okay and everybody I knew was okay.
That's a good thing to do. That and the Lord's Prayer, we say that once in a while around here when things get dodgy. So, I'll connect that white chest freezer to your boyfriend because he's your boyfriend. That's so funny.
I know. It's
so cool.
Weird. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was weird. That was really good.
Sometimes there's just some weird things that come up, and if I don't say it, I'll go to sleep tonight, and my guides won't let me go to sleep. They'll make me figure it out a way to communicate it to you. So I'm happy to say it now.
I love that. I love that you say it, even though it seems just off the wall sometimes, the little details, but that's what really connects these readings, and I'm so glad you don't hold it back.
Yeah,
you don't hold it back.
That one came out of left field because nobody knows about that, and he's like obsessed with this thing.
So and then when you get a name, sometimes you get a name and you don't always get names. I love it when you get a name, and then if they call back and say, "I am with a Steve now," I mean, wow, what a great confirmation that would. That is probably happened so many times, and it feels great.
I do too. I like it too, Barbara. I love it too.
Okay.
That's so great. Well, okay.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. I'm sorry you had to get so sick. Oh, wow, that was a lot you've been through. I can even hear it in your voice. It really takes a lot out of somebody. But you made it, thank goodness, and you probably have the antibodies, and now you can maybe help others.
Yeah, and, I plan to do that. I talk to my dad every day. I know he's with me. I know he's right here with me. So, yeah. It's a good thing.
He talks about, Well, listen, one of the things I want you to do on that sheet of paper is that you write down, I am a warrior, WARRIOR, because you fought your way through in another lifetime, and here you are, you fought your way through COVID. Lupus is an immune disorder. Is that correct?
Yes.
It will, look at the people that get this COVID stuff, so you're tough. I heard it over and over here, and you are a warrior, WARRIOR. You're amazing, Sandy, and write it down. Say, I am amazing.
Yeah. That's hard. It's hard.
Just do it because if I didn't see it, if they didn't tell me to tell you that, then I wouldn't. If I wasn't shown, then it wouldn't cross my mind. But you are to do it, and you may. They show me that when you write it, you may hesitate, but I don't want you to hesitate. I want you to write it. These are your Akashic records that you are editing. And sometimes when we grow up in life, there are adults that see us growing up, and they see that energy field on us. They see that signature on you. She is a warrior. She's tough. Well, don't tell her. Let her know. Don't encourage that. And so here we are here tonight on Life, Laughter, and Happiness, and we are saying we encourage that. I encourage that. As a psychic and physical medium, you write that down because that is exactly who you are. This comes from a past lifetime. You were a very successful achiever and success story. Not just this lifetime, but in another lifetime too, and it was recent. You are you're very forward on life. In other words, your previous lifetime, you didn't stay in the ethers long. You came and reincarnated right away because you're that kind of takes charge person. So
I am. I like to be the boss.
Yes, that's true.
I overcame colon cancer too. So yeah.
Oh, did you?
I did. 14 years ago.
You're amazing. Oh my gosh,
so
you're amazing.
I just like to play it forward. I like to see people happy and healthy, because that can be my loved one. That can be, you know what I mean. So I just try to do what I know is best for everybody else.
Well, write that down tonight because I'm shown that you're going to be looking at that, and so take it in when you write it down.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
All right, well, thanks. Thanks, Sandy.
Thank you, Sandy.
Well, thank you, guys, and I will check back in with you in a couple of weeks.
That sounds awesome. I look forward to it.
Thank you.
All right. Well, you
guys. Okay. Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, Barbie, you there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking and I had it on mute by accident. I was saying that I am going to start writing things more down that I am manifesting. I write shows and I write ideas for the future so much, but I'm not writing down my detailed list of things that I want that I'm trying to that I am manifesting, you know, like the love life and all that. I hear you telling the callers to do that, so I get a lot from just listening, obviously, to you read everybody, all the tips and everything.
It does, you know, just being around the energy fields, it doesn't have to necessarily be me, but us being in these energy fields does wonders for us. I mean, it's amazing how not just Jonathan and you, Barbara, and me, but it's just like everybody who's just listening.
Right.
And they'll listen to your archive.
Good.
Yeah, it's amazing how it works.
Wow. Sometimes I do that. I'll just randomly pick a show and listen to it. And it's so entertaining to go back real far and listen. Yeah, that's fun. Awesome. Wow. Well, cool. Sandy got a good reading.
Yes.
And our
Sandy's
next
awesome.
one is area code 856.
Hi, 856. You're on. Hi. You're on live with Vanessa Orr, MBA. Welcome.
Hi. Thanks. This is Laura.
Hey, Laura.
Yeah, hi.
Hi. I just like a general reading tonight, if that would be okay.
Okay. Well, this is probably not where we're gonna jump right in. They show me a lot of TV. Are you watching a lot of TV lately?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I have been.
Well, you know, that's okay. Are you applying for jobs? Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's funny because I was thinking about you yesterday. I was walking around the house here, and didn't I speak to you? Excuse me, my voice is leaving me. Didn't I speak to you recently? And we talked. I did a reading for you maybe a week ago.
Yeah, you had said something about the 22nd was going to be a magical work day for me.
Okay.
So John called me Friday, but I had said he was going to call Thursday or Friday, and he did.
Mm-hmm.
Derek did not call. He was supposed to call sometime last week, and he didn't call.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still hoping that he'll call this week, but I'm not sure about that.
You need to call him, I heard.
Okay, well, I'll call him again. I'll call him tomorrow and see if there's any more movement.
I get a no on that, but I'm going to say this about Jared.
Derek.
What? Well, I know. I have my notes here from last week. What is it? His name? Laura, his name?
Yes. Yeah, I'm here.
Is
Eric?
What is his? Yeah, thanks.
Derek.
Oh, Derek.
Okay. So if I ask, is Derek really well organized? I get a no on that. You're going to have to call him. But I have a question. It's interesting to me because I may have my notes here in front of me somewhere, but John was our go-to guy. And I remember I said the other guy will not really follow through. But I have a question for you. What is your proclivity, Laura, for Derek? What is your draw towards him?
Well,
is it the way he talks on the phone?
No, it wasn't. So he's a recruiter. He's not like the hiring manager. So I worked at this company once before, and I worked for while I was there. I was on a contract. But this job is a permanent job, and it pays well. So that's why I was thinking it would be nice to get something that pays well, it's permanent, and I would have some security. John I didn't know what John was going to tell me when he called on Friday. He has a possibility of work coming to him from one of the companies that I had already applied to for other contract work. But it's probably a different contract, but it's still with the same company. He said he was going to follow up with, there's somebody there that he has a good relationship with, a good business rapport, and he said he would follow up with him and see if there would be any problems hiring me onto a contract, given that I had signed up for other contracts with this company. So I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be a go or not.
So we're going to break it down because, I was testing as you were speaking. So there is different contracts. You are suited for 1, 2. I think you've shown me the number 4. So if I ask how many open contracts are out there with this company that John is connected to, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I get 7 open contracts. You're suited for 4 of them. So I just heard, of course, you know what I'm going to say now, and they just said your odds are very good. Now, John says that he wasn't able to reach anyone because it looks like they cut hours. In other words, everybody went home early. Mm-hmm. But, okay. Listen, let me tell you a short story about Derek. I don't want to hop around on this reading, but Derek is distracted. But I noticed last time on the call, in the reading last time, and they were reminding me of you here at my house this weekend. I was thinking about you. And Derek is not our guy, and I got a yes on that. But you have this connection with Derek. And I noticed it in the last reading, and I didn't have an opportunity to address it. And I think we moved on to something else, as I remember, and I was like, well, she's going to think I'm weird if I address this situation with Jared, with Derek. And you know what? I'm going to say something about that. Okay. Me, as a psychic, as a medium, when I don't like someone's name, that is a flag. When I'm very good at names. I'm very good at names. But when it comes to a name that I don't like, I will forget it. I'll stumble over it. I'll turn it inside out, and I think there is connection between you and Derek. And I want to ask you, just please, do you think you can tell me what you think it is that you like about Derek, aside from his recruiting?
Nothing. I wasn't impressed with the way he came across to me on the phone.
Right.
He seemed
scattered.
Wasn't well. Yeah, actually, I guess I could say scattered. To me, he just seemed low energy.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Thanks. You are someone who makes other people feel better. I like to hear you on the phone. I enjoy doing readings for you. I enjoy doing readings for everyone. I would say there's probably 2 to 3% of people that I've had who have taken readings from me, and it's like, I don't know it's just an edgy reading for me. There's something about that person's energy signature that sits crosswise with me. You are someone that we like to talk to on the phone. You are someone that holds our hand and leads us through something, even though it's something that you're calling us for. It's like we enjoy walking down this path with you. You make us feel good.
Oh, you make me feel good too.
Well, it's a strength that you have. You have this strong energy signature to make things better. I have a quick question. Do you have a younger brother or someone who is like a younger brother that you have just kind of taken care of?
So you know what, Vanessa? I'm going to tell you something.
Okay.
I've had in my lifetime, I've had 2 mediumship readings with, I would say, really, really good mediums, and they have both said to me and one of them was with a medium I had a discussion with yesterday, actually. She mentioned to me that my mother has a younger brother in spirit with her, and that she had miscarried. And I said, you know what? I said, no, my mother never told any of us that she had a miscarriage. I said, maybe she had a miscarriage and she didn't know about it. She said, no. She said, in those days, women didn't talk about those things so much.
Yeah, it was embarrassing, I heard.
Yeah, and another medium mentioned this thing to me several years back, and I kind of blew it off. But this particular medium that I spoke to yesterday, she's like the real deal. She brought up names, you know, on my dad's side of the family that nobody knows. So out of the blue. But she mentioned it. So when you say that to me, I think it's my mom's baby that she had miscarried that is in heaven with her. So, and it was a boy, is what I'm told.
Yeah, it's strong with you because you're very gentle with this soul. I just learned something, you know, in this reading. It's how we ask them for help on the other side, but they depend on us for some things too. So this little brother of yours, and listen, it was strong with your mother because your mother blamed herself for not being successful in that gestation situation. And so we'll set that aside because it must have been pretty strong with your mother. She considers it to be a failure. And since she's on the other side, that's a lesson that she's walking through. And that's probably why that little one is with her, is to help her walk through that lesson. So I'm going to ask that lesson be expedited and be successful now for your mom. This is a very strong male influence around you, and it makes you someone very tenable and approachable and palpable when we engage with you as an energy and in words and in just feeling good around you, because it's just inviting to be around you, which is why I picked up this conduit between you and Derek. You are more of a star than what Derek seems to recognize. And so he does drop the ball. He is scattered. He's not grounded. He does have a nice connection for you with this company, not just for you, but for other people. And it's like a gift horse to him. I don't know if you are familiar with that term, gift horse, but it's like you look the gift horse in the mouth. It's like this great opportunity, this wellspring of wealth, this wellspring of a great future ahead of you. And I don't think Derek ever recognizes all these great things that are just given to him. So here you are, this great connection for him to provide that connectivity for your work, your contract work with this company. I think what I need to do after the show is to plow through like a snow plow on all of the blockage between Derek and you and Derek and this job. And we just need to plow it all open. Now, we were talking a little earlier, we are now in Mercury retrograde. So the 22nd is coming up. And so just know that Mercury may delay the 22nd of June for your opportunity. But no worries at all.
Okay.
That'll be our 5th planet in retrograde.
Yeah. How long do you think it'll be delayed?
Let's see. I heard 3 weeks, which that's about the length of time that, Mercury retrograde, I think that's lasting through July 14th, something to that effect.
Okay.
So can you wait? I get a yes. And you know what? I heard there's nothing more she can do. That's what I heard, Laura. So I really think I need to rely on my guides right now, connecting with your guides, and we'll open wide. If you can rest and relax through Mercury retrograde, because think about it. We have 5 planets in retrograde. Mercury is our shortest one. And Mercury's always such a pistol, right?
Vanessa, do you think I'm going to move far distance, like several hours away, or am I going to be staying in this vicinity?
Yeah, I wonder if you are let me test this, because I saw earlier that someone's moving, and then I was like, I didn't see that right. So I tested, and I got a yes. And then I did more reading, and I kept getting this person's moving before the new job. So I get a yes on that.
How do I move before I get the job?
You please
crazy.
not hold my feet.
I'm not moving before I get a job. I need a job.
Well, yeah. No, I know. I understand. Well, why would, first of all, you put words in my mouth, so I'm going to send your words back to you.
Okay.
The move looks like it's going to happen, but do you get the job after the move? Do you get the job before the move? Yes, you get the job before the move, but you get the job after the move.
You mean I start the job after the move, but I know that I have the job, right? Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah.
But I have a question for you. Will you answer a question for me?
Yeah.
Do you have, I don't know how to put this, Laura. Do you have about psychics or mediums?
About what?
Are you a skeptic? Are you a skeptic?
No,
say yes.
I'm not a skeptic because first of all, I wouldn't be talking to you if I were.
Well, I thought about that, but at the same time, it's okay to be a skeptic. In fact, I love a skeptic. I talk to skeptics often. I probably won't speak to people who are, not honest with me because they won't want to talk to me. But I had to ask because you're very analytical.
Yeah.
And that's fantastic. Yes. So I had to ask that question.
I'll tell you what, Vanessa. So I'm open to psychics and mediums until they're telling me a whole bunch of stuff that never happened. And then I'm like, okay, well, they're one of those people that really they're not really gifted. I believe you're gifted. People, when a psychic or a medium can come up with names out of the blue.
Yeah.
That's a
and
good medium. And they're names that are not common names at that.
Correct.
Then I know that they're the real deal. So
I'm very gifted.
Yes, and she is, and we recognize, people recognize that when they're asking questions and they're getting things that, I'm not giving information that's going to lead them to the answer. They just come out without me even having to say anything. That's
I just wanted to say that you are someone that is no nonsense. You're also someone that's very inviting. We like to sit down and speak with you. So you're very smart and you're very pragmatic. And so in the scope of that is the skepticism. And I find that interesting because I have spoken to a lot of people like you. I like that you ask the questions or even leap to a conclusion because you are paying attention, you are running the analysis as you're listening to the reading. But I think tonight here on Life, Laughter, and Happiness, it's more of a learning curve for me tonight than probably anyone calling in. But we are in Mercury retrograde. June 22nd is important. I look forward to hearing about that. And I'm going to clear Derek because he's buried in a big snow pile. He's just really ambling around and aimless. And I rather sense that you'd like to see something spirited into you via Derek. You'd like to see what he can offer you.
Yeah, that would be good. If we could get that to work. Yeah.
And you know what? It won't take anything. I'm going to be doing some other work for Sandy after the show, and so I will clear Derek.
Thank you, Vanessa. I really appreciate that.
Isn't it interesting, though, before I let you go, Laura, how the reading is about you, but it's more about helping Derek. And we have a confirmation about your baby brother. You're very nurturing. Yeah, you're very nurturing to him. But you're very nurturing to people.
Oh, well, I try. I definitely try to do that. But after so many times, there can be a time where I have a breaking point if somebody takes advantage of me too often.
Yeah, I understand that. Well, that's where the pragmatism, that's where your analytical side comes in.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. This has been wonderful. I always enjoy talking with you. Thanks.
Well,
Vanessa.
I enjoy speaking with you. Well, thank you, Laura. and stay in touch with that lady that you spoke to yesterday. She's pretty amazing.
Yeah, she really is.
Yeah.
I can't afford to do a long reading with her, unfortunately, because she's kind of expensive. But she really is good.
I'm glad because she made things very a little emotional for you. Okay. Well, I guess we have to go to another caller, Laura.
All right.
Oh,
thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Laura.
Thanks,
Well,
Barb.
thanks, man.
All right. We'll hear back. I know it's going to be good news in the near future for Laura.
Yes.
I feel it.
Laura is no nonsense.
Look at how it's all entwined. I mean, we're helping somebody who is not even knowing we're helping.
He doesn't
him.
even know.
And these people who have this pile on their desk of all of these resumes, I hope that you could get it through to them. Hurry up, get organized. These people need, a job. Their livelihood is depending on you, really. I mean, it's power. They have a lot of power there. They need to get with it. So I appreciate that you're doing that for the callers, Vanessa, doing extra work afterwards. It's so kind of you.
I'm happy to
take
do
on
it. I'm happy
energy
to do
too.
it. Yeah.
Thank you.
And yes, absolutely. My honor.
All right. Okay. Our next one is area code 775.
Hi, 775 caller. You are on live with Vanessa Orr, MBA. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. This is Wendy from California. Very nice to speak to all of you. And Vanessa, I don't know if you remember me. I'm the lady who was hoping I would get an extension on my ADA.
Yes.
Okay. Well, this is what happened. My doctor wanted me to do lab work, and I did not want to do it, but I thought, well, I'm going to keep on her good side, so I did it. And she extended me through September the 4th.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Not quite October, but we got to September.
September the 4th. But now, and I did, and it's the same reasons because I cannot use the keyboard or mouse because of my disabilities right now. And, but the lady in HR, Heather, wants to talk to me tomorrow morning about options, and I have no idea what she's going to bring up because I don't know if she's going to say work from home, but if she does say that, my reasons for the ADA are still the same whether I work at home or in the office. So I wonder what Heather is thinking.
Okay. Heather is I heard the word mandate. She's mandated or required to proffer options to you. Will you be working from home remotely? I get a yes. Will you go? Do you have an option to go into the office? I get a no. Also, I remember, absolutely do remember you, Wendy, because you're always here in my energy grids, my healing grids. Well, I have a question. You're welcome. I don't remember all the readings that I do, but if I'm supposed to, they'll show me. And there's a wheelchair. There is a wheelchair involved here.
Yes, my doctor had me go into a wheelchair a few months ago.
Okay, so what is going to happen is that there's. I heard the word plethora. Plethora means multiple or many. It means deep. It's an option, an opportunity. So Heather is required to speak with you. It's going to be recorded in some fashion, and I know you're fine with that. They aren't. I keep hearing that they're not set up to accept employees entirely in the office, so that it's like they have some employees who are in the office, but it's not recommended, I heard, to have a lot of people in the office. Your option to work from your home is on the table. I get a yes. The odds are, well, there's not really any odds here. It's very concrete to me what I'm being shown. So, what you're doing is that you're up. Listen, this is bizarre, and this may not make sense, but you're coming into promotion. I imagine that's the last. You're trying to hang on to this job, and propagate it through. I know October. I know that's part of what we've talked about over the past.
Yeah, and in the paperwork she said we can only guarantee hold your job until October. So this is conflictive with what she told me before.
Well, so what it is an integration of your current job and another situation. So I'm showing the word hybrid. So it's you've heard of the phrase joint venture. Joint venture is like two entities coming together to make a whole, and that's what they're going to be doing, is segueing something into your job to make it a whole work product. But if I ask, is Wendy getting a promotion? It looks like a bit of a promotion. It looks like promotion. I shouldn't try to extrapolate bit in there, but I am getting promotion.
Well, so, Mike, I'm going to send myself an email with notes, and I'll be very professional and pleasant and cordial when I speak to her, and I will not allow her. If I don't feel comfortable about something, I'll just ask her if I can call her, like maybe on Wednesday or whatever. But regardless of whether or not I work from home or at the building, I cannot keyboard right now. So I'm going to ask her to just describe what kind of job she's talking about. You know what I mean?
It looks like it's an integration of another job. So it's I don't want to say, let me just tell you what they're showing me. One job plus one job makes a hybrid job. So it's your current job, and I think your insurance, as I recall, and it's looks like there's somebody that's not coming back for another job for whatever reason, but it looks like that information, that segment of that job's coming to you. So what's in or around your office that is not coming back to fulfill that position, and part of that position is going to be offered or integrated into your job.
So part of it.
I have a question about this not being able to keyboard. So
I know I can tell you I have a shoulder impingement, and along with my back issues, so I cannot sit in front of a computer more than 20 minutes at a time. And also I have to lift my left arm with my right arm to put it on the keyboard. So that's the short description of what's going on with that.
Okay. I have a question. Was there a time in your, I'm going to say recent past, that you weren't sure of your future? I'm going to say, I think we know the answer to that. You were so unsure of your future. Okay. Sometimes sometimes an arm situation says a couple things. One, I'm unsure of my future, because things that go wrong in our body is actually a symptom of something that's out there that's scaring us, let's say. So, okay, what are they? Just let me get a grip on this. I'm going to take a bit of a dive. The other thing is that love is, I keep seeing this relationship, and I think we talked about this last time. There was a very disappointing relationship with a male, and it wasn't enough love.
Two marriages that I wish I had never met either one of them.
Yeah, I understand. So listen, I'm going to say this. When that happens, it actually creates a have you heard of rotator cuff? It gets that lack of love actually gets into the shoulders, the rotator cuff. It actually creates paralysis. Like, it's like the body just doesn't want to cooperate because I was rejected on love, so why should I try? And I don't trust my future, so I'm not. Look, I'm not trying to point a finger at you. Please understand. I am trying to shine light because here's part of your reading. The truth is coming out. So tonight, the truth is coming out to you. What I'm going to do is, and I cleared this a little bit last time we talked, Wendy, is I cleared this guy. But every time I look in on you, because I am reminded to check on people that come on Life, Laughter, and Happiness, I check back. And so I'm going to clear. You're welcome. We've cleared the bed, and you put the crystals under the bed because there was a lot of sadness in and around the bed, and you always have to clear the bed. Clear it. Like a used car. There are lots of beautiful used cars out there now. Clear it before you get it. Okay. So this needs to be cleared. I guarantee you, if we clear this, you'll be able to keyboard. Because my guides keep saying to me, they're like pecking at me like hens in a yard. They're like, she needs to keyboard. Yeah. So say it again. When we don't receive love, we do get a paralysis in our arms. It's love that doesn't come back to us. And for whatever reason, someone betrayed us, someone lied to us, someone set us up. Same thing, I guess. I'm being redundant. So you need to send all that sadness away. And I will do that tonight, but I also kind of want you to help me do that. So send all that love that just was like rattled and unacceptable, and it wasn't pure, and it was dishonest, and I keep seeing money around this situation, and just it's like unfair. It was a lie, and we have to send it back. Yeah. So
I was naive.
I think sometimes when we come into this world and we say we were naive, we were really repeating a lesson from another lifetime. Okay, so. Cancel, pink light on the word naive. We were learning the lesson again. Plus, you said, you know what? I'm going to participate in these 2 marriages to help these guys. And I'm going to give away a part of myself. And I'm going to give away a part of myself. And you didn't really, you planned this, but your subconscious doesn't remember. And I'm going to do this, and I'm going to sustain these injuries. And is it serving you now? I would say we've learned our lesson, and it's not serving you now. You have
Thank
to
you.
keyboard.
Yeah, I was caught in a turnstile at work, and somebody came in late from a break, and the turnstile stopped. Security started the turnstile, told me to step out, and as soon as I stepped out, bam, the turnstile door hit me real hard.
Jeez. This is like, you took a lot of hits in another lifetime. That's like followed you. It's got to go back. Look, I know we're short on time because we need to wrap up the show, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to handle this after the show. I'm going to clear all these weird things around you, and no more accidents. Those days are over. There's no such thing. There is no such thing as an accident. If anyone's listening, accidents aren't real. In other words, they're real, but they're not accidents. So don't call that stuff to you. And listen, your shoulder's connected to your chest. Your chest holds your heart. When we hug people, we use the whole arm, and we use the shoulders and the chest, and that's a huge connector. And you didn't get enough of that.
I agree.
No,
I never got that. From my beloved parents, I did, and my beautiful brother and sister and her son. But will I be happy after my conversation with Heather? I will.
Yes. I will. Heather's nice.
So will it be something real simple?
Yes. Well, don't be stressed.
And I can do it from home, right?
Yes. But my guide said that you need to keyboard.
Okay. And guess what? The Lord works in mysterious ways because, I did not want to go into the hospital because of COVID. I was scared. But guess what? My guardian angel saved me again because the pre-diabetic is 5.7 on the glucose test. And my doctor said I'm pre-diabetic, but I looked at the lab work and it says 5.4. So I think she was trying to snap some sense into me. So by the grace of God, I've been informed about this, hopefully in time to reverse those numbers. And hopefully I do not have diabetes, and hopefully I will never, ever have diabetes or a stroke or a heart attack. So I think that my guardian angels might have been pushing my doctor to get me in to do that, because I am changing my diet immediately, and I'll have my work tested again in October, and I hope that I'm dancing on air in October, because I have fabulously improved my numbers to much healthier for cholesterol and no pre-diabetes.
That's awesome. And now I got a question before I let you go. Why do I have this woman with a water? She's got water, and she says you don't drink enough. She's like shoving this at me.
Well, actually, Vanessa, in honest truth, I drink water more than most people do. I constantly have water around me, and so I'm a huge water drinker.
I wonder what this
My
is
mother
about.
worried about it because I drank so much water.
Oh, she did. She worried about you because you drink so much water. Okay. Well, there's a woman here, and she's like shoving water in my face, and she says she needs to drink water. She needs to drink more water. More water. So
okay, I will. No problem. I love water,
and I'll do my job here. Okay. And I want
God bless you. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. And when you get off the phone, write down on a sheet of paper that you and Heather have the perfect conversation
with Heather.
Okay. Huh?
And I'll be happy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any space in my bedroom to work from home. It'll have to be at the dining room table. So I hope that they'll still allow me to do it.
Yeah. Listen, I can hear the trepidation going on, but I'm going to clear a lot of space around you and Heather so that you and Heather have a great conversation tomorrow. But I want you to help me and write it down when you get off the phone with me, that you have an awesome conversation with Heather and that it is 100% successful for Heather, the company, and you. I always invoke the word now, N-O-W, so that it launches right away.
And now backwards is one, so it's going to be a win-win situation.
Look at you. I'm learning so much tonight. I want to thank you for that, Wendy.
And I love Jonathan. I love Barbara.
Yeah.
I love Vanessa. May God bless all of you.
Oh, thank you, Wendy. You're so dear.
Thanks, Wendy. She is so sweet.
Thank you. It's a privilege to speak to you all.
Thank
you too.
Wendy.
And I mean, it's moving along. You know, there was some advancements there, so that's really good. And it's heading in the right direction. But I like it, Vanessa, how you get the people involved to help too. Help do the work.
It's an assignment.
Because that's powerful. Yeah.
It is.
That's wonderful.
That's a good point.
You know what?
That's
I didn't
really well
even know.
said.
It's like, wow, the time just flew by. And I never even did the shout out for you in the middle of the show because I thought, it must be like 6. It's 6:34. I can't even believe it. Wow.
No worries.
Went by quickly. But I wanted to do that now. Hey, everybody. Okay. You know, you can book with Vanessa Orr, MBA. You could have a long reading. You don't have to be under time constraints like here on our live broadcast. So contact her at Bomba11, BOMBA 11 is her Instagram. Go ahead and direct message her there or visit her website at fullsoulreadings.com, and you can see everything. You can even probably listen to other shows that you've done there. But if you would like to listen to this show and see all of Life, Laughter, Happiness shows, go to our YouTube channel, Life, Laughter, Happiness YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe. Also, we always announce what's next, what's coming up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter ourselves. And we have a website too, All Life, Laughter, Happiness. So thanks all of you listeners and callers. Thank you so much for always being a part of our show. And we have so many repeat people. It's exciting to follow along.
It is.
I think about these people throughout the week too.
Me too. Me too. Yeah, I'm like you. I think about them all.
Yeah, they pop into my mind, and I care. And we're really getting to know their voices and for sure their names. And it's really, sometimes I think that somebody's somebody else, and then they start talking more, and then I'm like, oh no, but they're similar to another person, but I care so much. Yes, I do care. And we're getting a lot of new people too, a lot of new people lately.
That's awesome.
That's wonderful. Does Johnny want to make a little announcement too? Because he said we have a lot of followers on now the TV channel that we've started, the Life After Happiness TV channel.
We have a new Roku TV channel, which I hope will be the first of many, and it's called Life-Laughter Happiness, and then it's Learn. Spaces and it's Learn. It's educational. And hopefully soon, Vanessa Orr will be on as well. I have a lot of people that I want to have on. We've had, it's been interesting. I was on the phone. I talked to the guy who taught me the course on how to take it. And I was on the phone with him when I got the statistics. And I said to him, I didn't tell you this part, but I said to him, well, because he's helping people do this. He's helping people start their own channels. He's helping people make their own channels and everything. So I said, based on what I have and the fact that I've been online for a week, how is it? I mean, is that above average? Is it, below average? Is it, and he told me that, that was hard to say, but he did tell me this. Since the COVID thing has happened, things have sort of slowed down. I think it's because of the fact that, people weren't, businesses weren't advertising. And that's just you understand. But that's not anything that anybody's really fault. I mean, and I think that's honestly going to get better over time, as I'm sure both of you agree. But he did tell me that, based on the numbers, that it's above average considering what's happening right now. So is what he told me. That so we're evolving, and just so you know, I haven't done any advertising yet. So we are. Wow. Word of mouth advertising, but Vanessa, I know you don't have Roku, but do you know anybody that does?
I do, yeah, and just practically everybody, yes. Yeah.
Okay, can you spread the word? I'm going to send you the link, and then you give it to people. Okay?
I will.
All right.
I will.
Wow, that's exciting. It's Johnny's little baby that he's starting this TV channel, and so we're all behind you, Johnny, and we're with you on this.
Too.
So, very quickly.
Yeah.
He gets things done. He does. Okay. But I have to wait. There's a highlight. I have to point out that was so amazing about you. Said I'm seeing a white refrigerator, like a big chest refrigerator. Freezer. No, the freezer. Oh my, and then she's like, that was like unbelievable. How does that feel when you get a tiny little, very descriptive thing come to you? It feels
it's really fun.
Like fun. Do you get chills?
Yeah, I do. And you know what? I always ask you, Barbara, what you're picking up too, because we can all do this. We're all channels. So I have a lot of fun speaking with you and, talking to the callers, of course, and hearing Jonathan host in. But I do ask you, what do you pick up? So I'm going to say this before we close. You, Barbara, and Jonathan, and everybody listening, channeling is for everybody. So it's that image that you see. It's that image that you see. Just jump on it. Just ask about it.
Don't
so
question
they showed
it.
me. Yes, just don't question it. It's like, it's interesting because what you're shown, you just think this has no place in the reading, but it does. And that's why we connect. And I always tell my guides, I always tell them before every show, before every reading, okay, guys, don't leave me hanging. Show me everything.
Oh, that's so nice. I
so
want to get in tune with mine. And they do, and they work. And, okay, when you are talking about your guides, do they have a face or is it a feeling that you feel?
It's both. I have seen the most amazing guides. I have seen big guides. I had a gentleman I did readings for several years ago, and he always had these huge guides come in with these heavy suede robes. I mean, I guess that's what they were, with big, thick belts. And it was, he had actually seen them before. So everybody has different guides, and I always have a lot of different characters and souls that come in around me. So it's what you sense, Barbara. It's what you see. It's like, don't doubt yourself, because it's a legit thing. It's that special sixth sense, as they say, that sixth sense. So what you sense, pick up on it. And Mark,
I mean, why would we be given that? Why would we be given like the gut feeling if it didn't mean something? It's there for a reason, I think.
Yeah, it's an internal guidance system. It's that guidance system that we, So it's like just taking the tarp off of it. You had it in have you ever heard of a barn find? You know, the beautiful 65 Fastback Mustang that's been sitting in a barn. That's your GPS system. Just take that tarp and throw it off, because your tarp is already off. And Jonathan says, look at Jonathan flying. I mean, he's like setting up he's like intuitively driven to set up the channels, and boom, 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 it just happens. And you, that's why I defer to you. I'll say, Barbara, what are you picking up? And I literally am interested in what you're picking up.
No, this today was nothing. I don't know if it's because I'm standing and not sitting down to where that's how I initially used the muscle testing. I did do it one time, and I was standing today, and I got a yes on that when you did as well.
Okay.
So that was cool.
Okay.
But some days are not as in tune as other days. I mean, they are with you. To me, it's like so much energy. I would have to really use a lot of energy for this.
Well, I'll tell you what. Next Monday before the show, I'll pump up your energy field, and we'll just dive right into the show. You and Jonathan and me, I'll pump his up, and we'll just get right after it. And I got a feeling right now that you're going to be picking up and jump in and do a reading.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Jump in and do it. Yeah. So it's amazing how it works.
I felt it before with people, like with girlfriends or something. I've felt something. I'm like, let me tell you what I feel. I'm feeling a strong thing. That's the same kind of thing. Why not? I feel it. Okay, if I feel it, I will do it.
Yeah, it's what you're showing.
If I'm feeling.
Yep. It's what
I don't know if I could just say, if you said, oh, do this one, what if I'm not feeling that one and I was feeling the other one? Should I let you know I'm getting some feeling on this? I have something that's come to me? Okay.
Absolutely.
Because I'd rather do that than just like, oh, you pick that one and then I'm just that one I get a blank on, That would be not very good. And you know what? I don't even care. Look, I'm not trying to be anybody here. This will be interesting.
No, yeah.
And I'm going to just tell the person what I see. And if I see something like a big freezer that's in my mind, I'm going to say it. And who knows? Maybe it is something. Wow.
Yeah.
It is fun.
It's literally, it's that image that you're shown. And it's like, even if you're in a haunted house, you should trust what you see, because that's going to show up right in front of you. Boom. And what you feel passing through you, or what you hear growling at you. I mean, these are things that unfold in haunted areas, so trust it. I mean, they don't happen all the time, right? So it's foreign. It seems foreign. And it's the same thing when you do a reading. And everybody is a psychic. Everybody can access the other side. So
everybody can. They just aren't tapping into it.
Yeah. And like Mark showed up on your left side. He showed up on your left side. So Mark's always around. He's always hanging around.
That is
Yeah.
cool. He was very young when he died, and that we had a very strong, inseparable connection. But I want to let you know, I thought I had seen my spirit guides before, but I was so new at this, I wasn't really sure. I didn't go with my gut and just really accept it. But I think I have, and they came in form of faces, like kind of in a totem pole look, like big totem pole, like different faces. Yes, and really different kind of looking faces, like carved into the wood, very much with character, but good feeling. I got such a good feeling and it happened during when I had one of those dreams where I was outside of my body looking down at myself, where I could have gone anywhere, but I didn't. I just hovered there, and it was like the coolest feeling. It was like during a nap time, I had that, and it was amazing. I told Priscilla, that's when I saw my spirit guides. Does that make sense?
Wow. Yeah, no, that's exactly right. That's really amazing. So you're going to be doing a lot more. I don't do much of that because I get scared, but you're going to be doing more of that. You're really good at it, I heard. So you saw your spirit guides watch around you. That's amazing.
And maybe it was two, maybe it was one, but the face kept changing into different faces, and I can only describe it as one of the square things in the totem pole, carved out big features, ever-changing, slightly ever-changing, but was like the same spirit guide, but with different faces and good feeling. Like it made me feel good.
Yeah. Listen, you've got two on your left side. You have one that's directly in front of you. That's a woman. She has like red hair, kind of short red hair, and then you've got two on your right side. The one that's furthest away from you on your right side, that's an angel.
Oh.
So
that would be
a lot around
two.
You.
So far, you've got three.
You've got four guys that I can see, and then that fifth person that I see is an angel. Far, like way out on your right side. But what you're doing is astral projection. You know, Barbara. You're
what I'm doing is what?
Astral projection, out of body. Yep.
That's what Priscilla said I was doing. I never had heard of it, and it's happened a few times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love
when I was a little kid, I did it, and I would go through walls and wind up in other rooms.
Maybe that's why you're a little afraid of it.
Yeah, probably. But and I have had other experiences, but that's amazing what you're doing.
And
keep doing
experiences with the spirits that have been mean too. I've had, and you have had.
We're getting on top of that for sure.
Yeah.
I do work here.
I did what you said, and they calmed down after I told you about it, and you did a little work. They totally calmed down. I haven't had a problem since then, so that's good.
I'm glad to hear that. Very glad.
Awesome.
All right.
That was another great show. So thank you, Vanessa, so much.
Oh, it was my honor. Thank you, Barbara, and thank you, Jonathan, so much for having me on Monday. Thank you.
Of course.
All right.
We look forward to the next time we have you on, and I don't know when the muscle testing thing is going to be, but Johnny's scheduling that soon. So everybody, you're going to have a good time with that.
So about some ideas, okay?
Okay. All right.
Thank you. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks, Vanessa. Thanks, Johnny.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Jonathan.